How's it going, guys? So it looks like we got one person in here right now. We'll kind of hang out for a little bit and see if we get some more people in here. But yeah, let me know how the audio levels are, how the mic, how the music sounds. It's been a few weeks, I think, since I've streamed, so I'm not 100% sure how this is going to sound. All the settings should still be the same, but if there's anything that's too loud or too quiet, let me know before we get started. But we'll hang out here for a little bit and just see if we can get some more people in here. Still, sorry about that. You are monkeys in here. Looks like we have one or two other people in here too. If y'all are viewing now, go ahead and say something in the chat. Feel free to let it be. You're here but not here. Yeah, I know you're working on stuff. Just gonna try to push it out a little bit more to try to get some more people in here. Just put it in here too. I'll be in and out, but I'm excited to see this. Yeah, I mean, it should be a pretty cool, cool build. It'll be definitely fun to decorate. Got George in here. Is that pronounced George? Is that how you spell George? Alright, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started and just hopefully we'll have some more people pop in as we get going. So let me go ahead and switch over to the game. Alright, so I've gone ahead and laid out the foundation already, just because, that's obviously the most boring part. We don't want to spend too long laying out this big foundation. but this is kind of like the foundation that I think we're going to work with for this. Over here on the sides, for these wooden foundations on the side, they're just a 4x4 square. And I'm going to leave these normal. I'm not going to switch these to block. I kind of want to have like the patio or like deck look that the bottom gives. And then here in the middle, this is a 6 by, I want to say 10. Yeah, 6 by 10 stone foundation. And I've already switched it to block. And then over here on the side, another 4x4 wooden foundation, not switched to block. And then over here again, we have another, this one is just 2x4. And those wooden foundations are switched to block. So that's what we have for the foundation that we're going to go with for this build. And for anybody who watches this back and does want to build it exactly where I've built it, these are the map chords for the build. So we're at about 19.8 lat by 47.5 longitude. And this is where it's at on the map. So we're on Ragnarok. We're kind of up here in the north of the map, up in the Highlands area. Like up by the, I think the lighthouse or the castle is like right here also. I think the castle is like right up over this hill. Yeah, so you can see where the castle's right over there. So we're just kind of tucked away over here to the side of the castle. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started then. This is the foundation, so we'll go ahead and start getting out some stuff to do this. I think I'm going to start like working on the sides, and then I'll just kind of like do the sides and then do the middle, and then like the front and everything kind of as we go. Let me get out some walls. I want to see kind of like what I want to do for the walls before we really go too far. So I think I want like double door frames on the on both of these two middle ones. Make them too high. Hey, how's it going, Gortona? Okay, and then we're going to do a pillar right here. We're also going to do a pillar right here. Now I'm playing on unofficial settings right now. That's just obviously for the stream. If I want to change things, I don't want to have to go back through and, you know, rework things as we go. So I'm not going to do official settings. The full-blown tutorial will be on official settings, but for the stream I always do unofficial settings. But if you're trying to follow along and you're doing official settings, just, you know, make sure you place your pillars first, obviously, because you won't be able to place those after you place walls. And then I think we're going to take these ones 3 high. And we're also going to add another 1 high pillar right here and right here. Go ahead and get out some walls. And guys, by the way, I don't know how many people were in here when I first mentioned it. If the music is too loud or my mic's too quiet, please let me know in the chat before we get too far into this. I would hate to do a completely quiet live stream where people can't even hear me. So if it is too loud, let me know. Or if it's too quiet. Alright, so that's going to be our first kind of like little layer right there. Now what I'm going to do, I want to add some detail. Now I'm going off of a picture. Any of you guys who are in my Discord server have seen the picture that I'm basing this off of. And the picture looked like it kind of had a little bit like of detail around the, you know, the base of the wall. So I want to kind of try to do that. So on unofficial settings, all you have to do is obviously use a ceiling and then use a railing and just rotate through the snap point until you get it on this outside snap point. But if you're doing this on official settings, you'll need to first place a thatch half wall, then place a thatch ceiling, then snap your railing, and then replace your thatch half wall with your wooden wall. All good on this end? Alright, man, thanks. Appreciate you letting me know. We'll do that again right here and over here. Alright, we're going to continue building this up now. So we're going to place down our ceilings, and we are going to get out wooden walls, and we're going to rotate the snap point around to get this snap point. We're going to kind of mix up the texture of the wood. And we'll go 2 more up here, just one more on top of each of those. So just like that. Hi Chips, love to see what you come up with this time. I'll for sure will use it for my Viking town build. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I really like Viking builds. Viking and medieval are kind of my favorite, I think, to do. And I've been meaning to do a Viking for a long time. Somebody requested like to do some Viking village stuff a while ago, and it's just been, you know, I've had a ton of stuff to get through that people have requested. So I finally kind of got around to doing a Viking build. Super excited. I might do a few of them, to be honest. I might have like a smaller one that comes out before this one and then this one. But I love doing Viking stuff. Hey, Jelly. I really appreciate it, Jelly. So I'm going to write this down. I don't know if it's Streamlabs in general. I know some other people have had issues in the past few weeks. I think it's more likely the like layout that I use, the HTML on it is not working properly, and I'm not getting notifications. Like I don't get a pop-up when people tip or subscribe or anything. So because I tested it out before the stream. But yeah, so I apologize if it's not popping up on the screen or on the stream, but I'm gonna write down the name and donation and everything so I can give you a shout out at the end. But it's good to see you in here, Jelly. Okay. Hey, I appreciate it, George. So we're gonna use the ceiling right here on top of these door frames to get this one to line up with those ones. And then we will do, let's do wooden stairs to get us up here. And then we'll just go ahead and fill this in with wooden railings. So yeah, I have wooden railings, okay. We can probably go ahead and place a pillar on this outside corner too. So just like that. Ned doesn't get notifications on the screen either, so it's fine. Yeah, I don't know if it's a Streamlabs thing. I know like even like people like Aaron were having issues a little while back, so I don't know if it's maybe a Streamlabs thing that's just something's not working right now or what, but okay, so I'm actually going to take these top ones off because I'm going to show you how to do this, the next part on official settings first. Just so we don't, you know, have any... Why am I not? There we go. Okay, wood ceilings. All right, so if we're gonna make the, you know, very like typical Viking kind of like peak on the end of the roof here. So if you're doing this on official settings, obviously first you want to place your wooden ceilings down right here. Looking good so far, Chips. Just gotten from work, so I'm only half here, but curious to see the end result. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm hoping it turns out pretty good. I've got an idea of what I want to do, but I'm not like super like I haven't really worked it out all the way. So hopefully it does turn out pretty well. So we're gonna get out wooden fence foundations, and I'm gonna place one right down the middle, and then one on each side of that. So we're gonna have like 3 right here in line with each other. And then next we need to, if you're on official settings, you need to place your pillar first. So you want this middle snap point for the pillar right here. So get that first pillar placed first, and then you should, even on official settings, you should be able to drop one more down like this. And then we'll go up top here and we will get out some wooden walls. And we're just going to place one wooden wall on each of these fence foundations. Now, on official settings, it will be like a little tricky. You'll have to kind of get the right one. On unofficial settings, it doesn't really matter because they'll just snap anyways. But on official settings, you kind of work it and get the right one to place. And go ahead and get out a wooden catwalk. And I'm going to place this on the inline, like the middle snap point. So you can see we have several snap points. We want this middle one. And go ahead and add another pillar. And then actually, while we have catwalks out, I think we'll add catwalks going across the top of this door as well, just to kind of frame the door a little bit more. And then we'll get out our sloped wooden walls. And we will place one on top of this one. Now we want the one that's going to start like this, and then you flip it, and it will come out like that. So just like that. Alright, so there we go. Now we have that kind of like peak that we get with the Viking roofs. Lud Viking and medieval build. Build to already build a medieval town with your build. So yeah, I love to see more Viking builds. Then I make it all into one big town. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I don't know. I know somebody a while back sent me like some pictures of like a bunch of mine and some other people's medieval stuff all combined into like a town. I don't know if that was you, but it was really cool to see that. And then it would be really cool to see all the Viking stuff if I do a series of Viking stuff all combined into something as well. So we got kind of like one side of our like entrance done so far, or of our like side entrance. This will be kind of like the entrance to our first floor. Kind of done. We're not completely done. I guess I'll go ahead and continue with on unofficial settings. We don't really have to worry about the process of how we do this, but on official I would have to like build up the other walls first before I continue going across. And then I think we'll try two different things. Do I have ramps? Did I not make ramps? Oh, I have caps lock on. Alright, we'll try two different things here. So we can go with just the simple like ramp look, bringing us kind of more straight down to the ground like that. Because I do want a little bit of an overhang. There was an overhang like in the picture I'm going off of, and I like to try to make it look as close as possible. Or we can go with using these sloped wooden roofs and then placing these guys like this. To kind of give more of a straight look coming off. I think I kind of like the ramp look a little bit more, having it kind of drop down towards the ground a little bit tighter, but I mean, I'll leave it kind of up to you guys on what you guys think, or I'll definitely take you guys' opinion also. We'll go ahead and move forward. I'm going to do the ramps for this one, and then once we get the other side, we can throw the sloped roofs on the other side and kind of compare them. Alright, so let's go ahead and duplicate the other side before we move too much further. He said, yep, that was me. Still have the video on my channel. You did watch that, I think. Not sure. Have to look on Facebook. Yeah, definitely. I couldn't remember how who it was or where you sent it to me, but I remember you sent it to me on Facebook Messenger, and then yeah, I went and watched it. It was super cool to see like all of different builders stuff thrown together like that. Oops. And then we could actually probably we could just snap a pillar there, but like we don't really have to use the fence foundation, but I like to just use them just to make sure that we're getting like a solid snap point, so that if one of those pillars for whatever reason gets destroyed, other stuff doesn't fall down with it, hopefully. Oh, we already have our walls and stuff out. For the medieval town, you used my builds, Aaron builds, and Sam's builds. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's a pretty good combination. I mean, just to be included in that combination of people is insane to me. Like, I don't know, it's just crazy to even think that somebody would be like want to use my stuff along with Aaron's and Sam's stuff to make up a town or something. Oops, where did that place? You have to come check out our Viking Village Bros. Use various builds from awesome builders like Chips and others, plus our own ideas. Yeah, man, you should definitely check it out. Screeper, if you're not already, I have a link. I want to say there's a link in the video. There should be. I hope there is. There's a link in the video description to my Discord channel. If you want to join the Discord, they've shared a bunch of pictures of that stuff on the Discord, and then you could also share obviously your own stuff that you've done in there as well. I made a giant Viking city yesterday. Took a month, but admins desired to change the map, so rip. Oh man, that is terrible. That's the hardest thing with like a cluster or a map like playing on an unofficial server, is that you are at the mercy of somebody else for when they might want to change the map, or I guess if they don't have it clustered with other maps, they might just decide to randomly change it. But yeah, I mean, that's the risk you take playing on an unofficial server, I guess. But I mean, I would always play unofficial. I couldn't really go back to playing an official server, but I mean, hey, depending on what system you're on, there's people out there that I can kind of give you recommendations, I guess, for servers. For sure, we'll join that now. Awesome, man. Yeah, I love getting people in there that are, I guess fans of the channel or whatnot, just to kind of share their creativity and their builds and stuff. And it's great to see, what other people have done with stuff that I've done or their own stuff. It's just an awesome I think we're building a really great community in that Discord server of just people that, you know, love to build and are very supportive of each other and showing off what each other, what, you know, everybody's done. I think I'm actually going to take this one more down because I want it to kind of go through that catwalk. Alright, let's see. Get the thatch ceilings back out. There we go. And we just need to use the sloped wooden roof here on each of these. And then, oh, let's go ahead and do these railings first before we move forward with that stuff. I actually want to do one quick thing over here before I forget about it. There we go. Alright, so we have the ramps on that side over there, so then on this side we'll use sloped wooden roofs to kind of see which one looks better, I guess. The Discord's really cool. I've posted my build before, and it was a mech hangar based off Pacific Rim. Yeah, that was a really cool build. Very unique, very different. I've never thought of doing something like a mech hangar because they're so massive, you know. But that's a really cool idea to do, like a hangar, like, you know, kind of like a futuristic sci-fi, you know, Pacific Rim styled hangar. So I personally think, yeah, I think I still like the kind of like drooped down version a little more. I think it just kind of adds more like shape and character to it, rather than it just being like coming to a point. But let me know what you guys think in the comment or in the live chat. Oh, let's go ahead and throw another catwalk up here before we forget about it. And then we are going to start working on the front portion. Yeah, more interesting shape. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think it's a more interesting shape as well. Kind of gives it more of like a bend rather than just being straight. Alright, now for these, we're going to start off with some stone walls, I think. I think there was like a little layer of stone in the picture that I'm going off of. It might be, the foundations might be enough, but I kind of want to use some stone just to kind of break it up a little bit and not be all wood. Actually, we are going to take stone right across here because this is just going to be stairs. We're going to close this off. Now the stables, I haven't done like any kind of preparation for the stables, so like we're gonna kind of wing it on the stables, and I don't have like anything to base them off of, so we'll see how they turn out, I guess. Alright, and I think I'm going to do like another line of stone railings on this wood, just to kind of give it a little more texture. We don't really need to do that right here because it's going to be covered up, but we'll do it just because from the inside you're going to be able to see those railings sticking through, so we just want the consistency, I guess. I prefer the ramps. It looks more natural. Okay, yeah. I think that's enough to make the call. We'll go ahead and switch these ones to ramps as well, just so we have it going forward how we want it. Oh. And then we're gonna go ahead and just build this up real quick. Actually, let me go from this side so I can go faster. And again, for this part, if you're, to do these railings, if you're playing on unofficial settings, you can do them just like this. But if you are playing on official settings or you're trying to watch this back and do this, you'll need to place a thatch half wall or sloped wall first, and then the thatch ceiling, and then the stone railing. And then you'll need to replace that thatch sloped wall with a normal wooden wall or whatever texture you decide to use. On official settings, you can't just place them straight like that. You have to get a little fancy with it. So we're gonna do this kind of ramp up to the inside, or we already have everything we need. Okay, we're gonna do this completely out of wood, I think, just because that's how it was in the picture, and I think it adds a nice little break, kind of changes up the texture of the build a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and just place pillars too, just to kind of give us a little more. A little more Viking style, I guess, a little more barbaric look to it. Oop. We're going to use stone stairs for this part instead of wood, because I cannot stand the fact that you can see through wooden stairs. So I hate having wooden stairs in an area that's going to have like a floor below it or something. This is what we got so far. Now we're just gonna, we pretty much just have, well, we have the middle, the inside, and then the attempt at the stable is left. Henry said, I do like that technique with the stone railings. I use it on most of my builds now. It gives a more interesting style than plain walls. Yeah, I mean, that's like my number one thing. I did a poll a little while ago. I don't know if you were subscribed yet or not, but I did a poll that like basically asked, what is my, what do you guys think my favorite building piece is? And most people said pillars. I guess because I use a lot of pillars, which I mean, you kind of have to use a lot of pillars, but the correct answer was stone railings. I love to use stone railings as kind of like a detailing piece to just to give a little more detail to different parts of the build, So we are going to do 2 here on the front. Let's just go ahead and do the front real quick. Okay, and then we can go ahead and take these back on the side here, and also just make a row back here on the back. And again, some of this might change. It just, as we go on, we'll see what we want to do for the inside and kind of finish working it out. So I apologize if any of that does change as we go. You guessed pillars. Yeah, I mean, I know I use a lot of pillars, but I think everybody uses a lot of pillars. You kind of just, I mean, you kind of have to. You can't really, there's nothing you can really do to not use pillars. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up just to kind of get it looking a little neater up here. And then we can always put like a wall torch hanging down from this pillar to kind of like use that as like a lamp or something. And honestly, like the second floor and stuff, how we do the second floor, what my goal kind of is to have like a walkway up to here in the middle, and then leave this as kind of like an open, like, not patio, but like an open walkway that goes around with railings and stuff, where you can like look down into the center of the build, into the bottom floor. But obviously that's going to lose a lot of space here on the second floor. So if you want to, you just fill this in and, you know, use it as a proper second floor rather than, you know, this big opening in the middle of it. You mentioned stone railings in the post. Yeah, I mean, a few people got it right. I don't know. It was like 14%, I think, got stone railings right. So if you're one of those 14%, then, you know, props on you for getting it right. Twisted Fairy said, made it, yay. Good to have you here, Twisted Fairy. I mean, good to have everybody here, by the way. I know I haven't like given everybody a mention when they've talked and stuff, but for all of you guys who are here, whether that be, you know, participating in chat or not, I'm glad to have you guys here. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, so we're gonna kind of continue, I think, building up the like outer portion of this. Let's go ahead, let's see here. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and continue building up the outer portion first. So I'm gonna need walls, I'm gonna need door frames again. I'm gonna need them double doors again. And I might need thatch ceilings. Oh no, we don't want it like that actually. We want this one to be flipped around like this. Okay, so we're gonna have to place. Oh no, we're gonna do a set of ceilings here on the inside of this right here. We need to go one more back because we want to have the walkway. Oops, we want the walkway to go all the way around this kind of like rectangle. There we go. Okay. I mean, that's the plan, Fairy. I think, you know, it's safe to assume, I think, for most of my stuff that you or Monkey is going to decorate them. I don't know if she's still in the chat. She's working on the Sarco, or the Ocean Platform, Sarco, Capro, whatever you want to call it, pen right now. So I don't know that she's in the chat right now. But the plan is for her to definitely decorate it, so. The only stuff that she really doesn't decorate for me is my like my smaller like remakes. You know, like when I first started my channel, I did a lot of stuff on unofficial settings. So I'm kind of going back now and starting off with the smaller stuff. I'm gonna start like redoing stuff on official settings to try to clean it up for everybody to be able to use. So really, that's the only stuff that you or Monkey doesn't decorate usually, just because I'm not gonna bother her with redoing old builds unless it's something that she wants to do. So anything new, typically you or Monkey does do the decorations for it. So for those of you guys who haven't, I think most people in here might have already, but if you haven't, guys, make sure you go check out You Are a Monkey. She does a lot of hard work on all of my builds, decorating them, making them look good. So if you guys haven't, do me a favor and go show her some love as well. I'm gonna build this on the island with the archway by the small one where your ocean platforms are. Okay. I'm trying to picture from the stuff that you've showed me. I'm trying to picture exactly where that would be. Oh, that would be nice for official settings, right? Yeah, so are you talking about my older builds, like redoing my older builds? I'm redoing all my older builds, or not. It might not be all of them, to be honest, just because that I don't know if I want to like completely, redo everything on my channel. I feel like that's kind of cheap content, I guess, almost. But a lot of my older builds will get official settings remakes for, at least like more popular stuff that I've had people ask me about as well. And then obviously everything going forward from here is official settings. So I'm building on unofficial settings right now, but I'm going to do this, the full tutorial will be official settings. Go ahead and we're going to clean this up. Now there's going to be, down on this bottom floor, there is going to be some, a decent amount of pillars. I personally, you guys don't have to do this, obviously, it's up to you, but I personally am not a fan of just like having a ton of hanging pillars. I think having them as kind of like columns looks better. But it is kind of tricky sometimes to get the snap points, so there will be a decent amount of like, pillars coming down into the bottom floor here on the front. But, this is kind of just like a rec area, or we can turn this into like a storage area. We'll definitely make use of it and make it work with all these pillars here to make it look natural, I guess. With You Are a Monkey's talents, she'll definitely turn this area into something really cool, using the pillars as kind of like to probably like, make up seating areas and whatnot. Was going to ask if You Are a Monkey is decorating and beat me to it. She is great in decorating. I can only dream of me doing decorating that great. Practice makes perfect. And she, yeah. Yeah, she's, I mean, I can't wait for you guys to see the ocean platform. I've gotten in there a few times as recently as yesterday and looked at like what she was coming up with on it, and it's absolutely insane. Some of the stuff that she's doing. Hopefully, I think that's what she's doing right now, is she's finishing up that ocean platform decoration. So like it might be tomorrow, even as early as tomorrow, probably. If not tomorrow, I would assume maybe the next day. I don't want to rush her or anything, but we should have that full tutorial out in the next few days. So I can't wait for you guys to see everything that she did on it. It's absolutely insane. There's like a lot of different style rooms, I guess, on it, and they're all like very well done to fit what she was going for. I think if anything for me, the decorating, it would be the main reason that I play unofficial more than official settings, more than building unofficial settings and not being able to do everything that I like to do. It's probably more so like being able to do all the decorating, because like there's so many great things you can do with decorations that you can't do on official settings, and like it's just hard to let that kind of stuff go, to not be able to do that kind of stuff. We might want to take that one higher, but for now we're going to go ahead and do this first, though. Where's that trying to place to? Hold on, let's... Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's... But now it wants to place there. No, it doesn't. It's snapping up here to that. Okay, let's do it from down here. This will work. Tricked it. Loads of space. Yeah, I mean, it's a big build. It's that you definitely need a large plot of land to do this. It's definitely a big build, but it does have a good amount of space. And I mean, obviously, you filled it in the second floor, and your second floor is just gonna be wide open with space. It's always satisfying getting the pillars to snap to the floor for the last one. Yeah, that's always like the highlight of any build, is when you're struggling with them pillars coming down and they finally snap where you want them to snap. So let's see. Yeah. And we just kind of make these this will kind of like, again, like, you know, it's a good amount of pillars, but I think it'll kind of, maybe if we wall in this right here, this will kind of like give us a tunnel or like a pathway into the, you know, the build where it's like obvious, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to go in right here. So this kind of creates a nice little like archway in, kind of funnels you in through that way, you know. Think you've worked out where you guys have the space to do it? All right, sweet, man. That's what I like to hear. Actually, I think this is all the higher we're gonna go, so we'll go ahead and place these. Yeah. And then we can take these guys one more higher. Did I do? Yeah, okay. Wait, so that means that I did these ones backwards. There we go. Consistency. Let's go ahead and place our double door frames first. Come on. Come on. There it is. Alright, there we go. And we just need catwalks for the top. Sweet. Alright, let's go ahead and get out some more walls and just kind of finish off the front layer here. Skylar said, well, looks like I'm going to build a Dwarven Kingdom in the new map they changed to. What map did they change to? Did they change to one of the, like, a new mod map or something? And I do have a Dwarven, like, I have one Dwarven house. I haven't gone too far. I think I've thought about doing a Dwarven tower. I haven't gone too far in the Dwarven stuff yet, but I do have one Dwarven house out already, if you would like to use that one. Oh, on Ragnarok. Yeah, I mean, what map were you guys on before? Because most people play on Ragnarok. I feel like Ragnarok's like the most popular map. But I'm sure they were probably trying out like a new map or something. How does that look from the inside? Oh, works out perfectly, huh? Guess we'll go ahead and take that all the way down then. Oh yeah, so they were trying out Crystal Isles when it came out. Then they're going back to Ragnarok. Genesis is good though. Yeah, I mean Genesis is a pretty cool idea, but my only thing with Genesis is obviously you have a lot of issues with like the building and whatnot. That's not lined up, is it? It looks like it's lined up. Okay, one of these sides is not. It's this one right here. Which means that that's probably all not lined up right, huh? Well, no, I guess you can get 2 snap points here. There we go. Okay, that's better. Right? No, that's still not lined up. That, oh, is it placing behind it? That one looks like it's good. Okay. Am I crazy or is that not lined up? It doesn't look lined up. I think I'm just getting the snap points are messing with me. Yeah, it's still doing it. Let's move forward with this one for now. Let's make sure this one's not doing the same thing. This one is doing the same thing. All right, we're gonna need to reconstruct this a little bit to make sure it works right. All right, that's lined up on here, not lined up right here. Okay, so this one again is not lined up properly. There, that is definitely lined up right. That's no question about it. Okay. All right, I think we're good. All right, let's do it on this one too then. Let's fix this one. All right, there we go. It does not look like it's lined up, but it does from the inside. I guess not. I wonder if I got something like down here. Oh, oh yeah, that's not lined up on the inside. Crap, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna have to go back through and do these over. My apologies, but I don't want this to be unaligned and not working the right way. Okay, good. Good. I think it's probably the ceiling that's getting us messed up anyways, to be honest. That ceiling's probably what's messing us up. Yeah, okay, it was probably that ceiling. That looks good now. Yep, okay. Yeah, the ceiling... So, I mean, obviously, when we go to build this on official settings, we'll have it done a different way so that that doesn't happen. We'll put the ceilings on last. Let's go ahead and replace our pillars that we destroyed. Save that one until we actually build it up there on top. Said the blue orb. Oh, okay. It completely. I want to get that one giant cave near Green Obelisk. or blue obelisk. You're talking, so on Ragnarok, you're talking about like the water cave. It's like a water cavern. That has like an entrance at the top. There's like a sky entrance. There's a water entrance at the bottom. Like a bunch of ramps and like ways up to the top and the bottom. And there's like a little, I think there's like an island and stuff in it, kind of. I think I know what you're talking about. I actually have built there. And funny story. I built there on an unofficial server I played on probably like 4 years ago, and I built a dwarven city in there. That was, my base was like a dwarven themed city that I built all up in that area. So would highly recommend it. It definitely worked out perfectly for me. Okay. This one's good. That one's good now. Okay, we can move on. Sorry. Go ahead and get out our wooden ceilings again. And I'm actually going to redo this wooden ceiling because I think it will be... Oh, I already destroyed it. Never mind. Okay. Cool. Wooden fence foundations, pillars, get some sloped walls, and then the catwalk. We'll go from there. Yeah, so yeah, if it's that one, like I said, perfect choice for a dwarven city. I would hurry up and get in there as quick as possible and, you know, snatch that thing up. Oh, we need walls too. That pillar's not perfectly in the middle. Now it is. Okay. This is going to be a pretty complex build, so it's going to be... I'm going to have to take it slow on the tutorial and make sure we get all the steps right and, you know, make sure everything lines up perfectly or the right ways. Hey, how's it going, Krabby? Good to have you here. Actually, let's do this first, just to keep it on official settings as best as we can. Anyways, I know I'm doing a lot of stuff over and redoing stuff, so it's probably throwing off official settings, but as best I can, I'm gonna try to keep it to official settings. How's it going, Sydney Higginbotham, who is my wife? Alright, we'll get out some thatch ceilings now. Hopefully these all line up as they need to. Perfect. This isn't lined up. We'll fix that. That might be something that we just, you know, we just bite the bullet for now and we fix it in the tutorial. Just because it would be so hard to go back and fix it all now. This one's not lined up either. Ridiculous. There we go. Looking great. Thank you, Skylar. Getting ready to do the roof here on the very top. I don't know if it's this wall right here. Well, this wall is in line with this wall, so it would have to be that one, but that wouldn't make sense that that one's not lined up, I don't think. Well, I guess I did do it from the inside. Alright, we're gonna redo this one real quick. This one won't, nothing else will crash when we take that one down, so. Am I out of wooden walls? Oh, I am. My goodness. Spent them walls. Alright, there we go. Alright, no harm, no foul. It's all fixed. Alright, so now here on the front, we're going to go ahead and... What's in 2? Okay, that's pillars. We're going to need those. We're going to need ceilings first. Let's just go ahead and do the ceilings real quick. We're going to place a set of ceilings above each of these kind of entryways. And then we're going to do kind of the same thing as we've been doing. Just wooden fence foundations like this. We'll drop a pillar down the middle one. I don't think that's the middle one. There's the middle one. I have the catwalks out already. Okay, cool. Didn't realize I already had them out, but whatever. We'll go ahead and get these guys on there now. And then for these ones, I'm actually going to place the sloped wooden walls facing in their appropriate direction, like the dark wood. Just to kind of, again, break up the patterns and textures and whatnot a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and bring these pillars up to those. Oh, placed that one wrong. And then now we can go ahead and I think at least here on the front side we can finish this whole thing off. So now if you're playing on official settings, we are going to be crossing these sloped roofs. So on official settings, what you need to do is on the corner here when you go to cross them, we're going to start off on the right side, or the left side, sorry. Left side and then do the right side. So left side first and then cross in the right side. So just like that. Coming along. Thank you, George. Aaron's here. I get to see you here, Aaron, looking good. Buddy, I love Nordic builds. Yeah, I've been, like I've told people that I've been early on in the stream, I've been meaning to do another Viking build. I've had somebody request it a long time ago, and I've just had a lot of requests that I've been trying to get to, so I haven't had a chance. So I am finally getting around to doing some more Viking stuff. And I took a poll on my channel to see like how many people would want, or what people like as far as house styles. And yeah, Nordic or like Viking was just like by far #1. So it was like Nordic and then medieval. So I think that's a good sign of what people like. Big ups to you too, mate. Use plenty of your builds and combine some with Chip's build with a bit of tinkering too. Yeah, I meant to. I need to show Aaron that actually. I haven't gotten around to showing him. George actually combined, I think, some of our Viking and medieval stuff, and turned it into like a big town type of thing. I think he used one of your medieval pub build and my other Viking Longhouse that I have on my channel, and combined them into like a big like tavern community build, I think. Twisted Fairy voted for Viking or medieval. Let's get down on the ground a little bit more. And then we're gonna go ahead and just use stone railings. Just kind of give this a little more detail right here. Use our favorite building piece in the game. Now I think I'm gonna double up the railings here on the top part. I think I'm gonna take it right up to the top of the pillar like this, just to kind of give a little bit different look rather than just all stone railings everywhere. So there is the front of the build. That's pretty much the finished front, I think. I'm gonna add in a few little things that like our little like accessory pieces that they did on the build, or on the picture I was going off of that were on there. I do love those stone railings, Fairy. Those stone railings and me, we have a great relationship going. It's very special to me. I'm just going to mimic here on the back side what we did on the front, just the outside pillars. Just to kind of keep the same look going. Merged together and made a huge, oh, I don't know how to say that. Various builds from several of you guys, plus a few of our own. Massive thanks for us all at Cerberus Gamers to you both. Hey man, that's what we do it for. I think you know, Aaron probably is right there on me. That's what we do it for, is to give people the builds and let them do what they want with them and turn them into their own stuff and whatnot. And that's the whole reason for making the builds and the videos and whatnot. Interesting how every builder has their favorite thing to use and make it work every time. Aaron loves his pillars. Yeah, he does. And I was getting confused with people thinking I love pillars, man. Like, people are thinking that I'm in love with pillars too. I mean, I know, you know, you got to use them, but it's stone railings for me. Stone railings are my love affair. The wooden elevator track, yeah, that's a really good one. 89 pillars for the win. Try building anything without pillars, never the same. Yeah, I mean, that's, you can't do stuff without pillars. I mean, they just add, you know, so much of their own texture to builds. Like, you kind of have to use them. we're gonna start off. Oh, we're gonna start off with just wooden walls, and then I might do some stuff here to mix it up on the back side. I kind of want to use like some greenhouse and like use railings on it to like kind of create like a graded window, but I just don't know how like Viking that really is. I don't know that really fits like a Viking style to have any kind of glass and whatnot. Alright, before we get too far, let's go ahead and close this off too. Oops. Currently doing Chip's ice fishing hut. My lad built was Aaron's massive town, turned into a massive Odin temple. Inside and built an altar shrine and placed artifacts on the shrine. Yeah, man, the ice fishing hut, like I said to you guys in the Discord, like as soon as you guys started talking about, I was already working on it. Obviously, I had it planned to do it, to redo it, and then when you guys started talking about your Viking village, I was like, oh, this ice fishing hut will go perfect in their little snow village. We are placing these not in line. Or are we? I don't know. That one's out of line, I guess. It's always good. I don't know why I didn't do this. Just start on one side and just stick to one side so that they all line up. There we go. Contemporary modern Viking build. Yeah. I know the greenhouse would definitely kind of give it more of like a contemporary, like a modern look. I think I'm going to avoid using any greenhouse. I might open up some windows there on the back. I'm trying to think exactly where I would want to open them up. Let's go ahead and work on the stables first, and then once we have the stable kind of figured out and in place, we'll go ahead and try to add some walls in. Let's see. Okay. So we already have the ramp coming down here on the back. So I kind of want to like stick with that and then just build down from the ramp to kind of create like a stable. Like just take ramps across and then build down from it to make like a stable going on the back. Or I guess up, we might have to go up from the ground using the... they would go better with the build than windows. Yeah, so I have... Oh, wow, sorry if that was loud. I just jumped there. I have some reinforced windows just in case I was going to use them. I think reinforced looks good with Viking stuff. Alright, let's see. This is looking nice. Thank you, Krabby. Love the view from the front. Yeah, I really like... I think we've gotten the picture that we were going for. What am I looking for here? We'll use wood, just to kind of stick with the Viking style. Or should we just use pillars? What would pillars look like? Would they go above it? They would go above it. I'm not terribly against that, though. Because it will be kind of hard to line these fence supports up. This is not the easiest thing to do, I guess. Probably should have looked up a little bit more than that. It's kind of just underneath of it, but I mean it does... Well, I guess what we could do, using our most favorite... Well, I think we should do the pillars on the corner. I think that's a good corner piece, having the pillars there on the corner. And then what we could always do is use our favorite. No, it's not going to stack how I want it to. I'll definitely place it down on the ground, though. Oh, Dwarven War Parasaur on the platform saddle. That would be a pretty cool idea. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. How far will normal ceilings come out here? No, not going to work with the ramp. So we kind of have it up close to being tight to it. I don't know if I just take it in a little bit, if it would be like tighter up to the top. Ladders are a close second, yeah. Definitely learned that you love using the ladders to decorate pillars. Maybe if we just bring it like a little bit more inward to the pillar, that will get it like tighter up to the top of the... Did that? Oh, what in the world? We just played the game of where did that place? There we go. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a little bit below that ramp no matter where we place it at, I think. Let's try out some different like railing looks here. Could place a foundation lower quite a bit and then place a fence support on the foundation. Yeah, just to kind of give it like a little bit of a boost. It's also like super dark right now. Probably just because it's raining. Helped a little bit, but the rain's making it dark for us here. I think I would want to leave like a little bit of an opening. Just do this kind of in line with the pillars we already have, and just leave an opening in each, or yeah, like leave this as our opening, and then have this as another fenced-in area. This is like another opening to get into it. And then we'll just use... Oh, we got one more. Hey, Nettie. Good to see you here, man. Doing well, man. Doing well. Why do I keep passing up the one I want? I mean, we could always just completely kind of like fence this area in, just to kind of have it like completely blocked off. We could also just kind of make it like a yard, I guess. Use like stone first. Oh, I didn't put one on the side here. Oh yeah, I think I like that actually. and then we would just have the ones. Oh, we're gonna have to destroy this stuff. It's not gonna destroy both of them. You know, honestly, with the pillars, we really don't even need these top ones. I think that's what we'll go with. This is kind of like my normal. Yeah, I think that's better than having that top thing sticking up. Ned, loving the series. I am looking forward to you and Chips on Scorched. Love Adobe builds. Yes, Adobe is fantastic. Was the build inspired by Valheim by chance? No, this build is actually on my Discord. I know you're in my Discord too, Ned. In the general chat, if you scroll up a little bit, I shared kind of like the picture that I was going off of for this. Really, I've just kind of decided to do it. I'm going through like my list of recommended builds that I've had over building up over a period of time, and a while ago somebody wanted me to do like a Viking village. So I'm kind of starting to try to hammer out a few more Viking builds. And then also I did a poll on my channel, and a lot of people seem to like Viking builds, so that's why we're doing the Viking stuff now. So yeah, that's kind of why we're going with this. And as for Krabby, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to working on Scorched Earth. I don't know if Ned, if you were in the Discord or not. I think you were. When we were talking about doing Scorched, I've wanted to do a like big Adobe city for a long time, and that's something that is in Scorched Earth, or it's going to be in the Scorched Earth notes. From what I understand, is that we're going to have to do like a pretty big city. So I am like super looking forward to doing that. I think it's gonna be really cool to kind of get to do that. So as for like Valheim, in case anybody's watching that might have seen, I don't have one here, right, or I don't have one right here. Like I put out like a little teaser that I might do like some Valheim builds and stuff, and I came up with one that I thought was really cool, and I like it, but there are a lot of like structural issues. Valheim has like a lot of mechanics that you have to work around, like they're intentional, and they're not like a bad thing, they're cool, but it had issues with the structural stuff. I don't know, I want to still do some Valheim stuff, I just don't know. Like I really love Ark's like my favorite game of all time, and I think like I like having my channel based solely around Ark, so like I'm a little bit hesitant to get into Valheim more. You know, obviously it's very tempting to jump on the Valheim hype, as it's like huge for people right now, but I am a little hesitant to do that. I mean, I like the look of this. I think that definitely adds a cool look here on the back of the build. Now they're not very, that's the only thing about these is they're not very like far out. So like you'd have to like probably like, you know, back some stuff in here. Like they're not like super like outgoing, I guess. Not super like outgoing stables. So you'd have to like really like back stuff in. But I mean, you could still definitely store some stuff here on the backside. If nothing else, it just gives the backside a better appearance rather than it just being, you know, just a dropped down ramp on the ceiling or whatnot. We could try to go with like this. Well, no, I don't like that. Let's keep the wall. I think that definitely makes the backside look better, and you can definitely, you know, fit some stuff back there. Ned, you haven't seen the front yet, I don't think, so here's the front of the build. I totally agree when it comes... Oh, let's see. Get so giddy, yeah. I totally agree when it comes to playing other games. The way I have come to see it is that people subscribe for Ark stuff and really Ark stuff only. Doesn't mean we can't play other games, but yeah, that's definitely an errand too. Like, I know so many channels have jumped over to other building games, or other building games, and their channel has bombed quite a bit. Yeah, I mean... I definitely agree. That was when I was first starting out, Grounded came out, and I jumped over and did some stuff on Grounded, thinking like, oh yeah, new game is gonna be like big for my channel. and I lost subscribers. I mean, I was still small, so like, it didn't really matter, but I lost subscribers even then. So I quickly was like, nah, I don't want to do grounded stuff. I'll stick to Ark. And it, yeah, so Valheim being so big now, it is tempting, but you know, I like doing Ark, and I really like Ark. And Valheim's building is like, it's cool, like you can make some really cool stuff, but at the same time, like even like their creative mode is still kind of frustrating. You have to like, I don't know, you have to like get up above and aim stuff, and to try to rebuild those on normal settings is almost impossible. Definitely looking forward to your builds on Scorched True Chips. Eventually looking to do a Mayan Aztec theme at Hidden Lake with Adobe. I think Aaron has like an Aztec temple that he did. It might have been a speed build, but I think he did an Aztec temple at some point, or some kind of temple. That might fit what you're looking for right away, if you want it, you know, if you're looking for something now. Hyper focused on Ark. It's tempting, but as far as I can see, you need a huge following so that if people are turned off, you still have a large number that will watch. Yeah, that's kind of where I was at with it. Is I'm a little bit too small of a channel to be trying to like switch things up and, you know, start losing subscribers that I've had to work hard for to even gain at this point, you know. Where's our dead middle? This is our dead middle right here. Okay, we're gonna take these two out. Actually, we're gonna take these 4 out. Views from the front is class. Appreciate it. It's kind of cruel that the algorithm punishes you for that. I understand in a way, but as gamers, we want to play, share, and enjoy other games too. Yeah, I agree, Krabby. It's hard though. I've been building on Ark for almost 6 years. It gets pretty hard to keep coming up with new builds, but people watch you for a certain thing, and at the moment, it's Ark. Yeah, I mean that's definitely the challenge of it too. And I've just started off, and it's kind of like it's already hard to come up with stuff, you know, that's new and different, and not just a repeat of something you've already done. Like I've already done a Viking Longhouse, but I tried to find like I tried to look up like a new picture and stuff, or like get some new pictures so I could build like a new Viking Longhouse that definitely stood out and was different than the one I've already done. And even that was kind of challenging, you know. We're gonna get this guy out too. I did indeed. Thanks for the plug. Yeah, of course, Aaron. I mean, you've definitely helped me out a lot, so I have no problem with giving you pointing people to your channel if you've done something that people are looking for that I haven't done yet. You know, I obviously have no problem with, you know, giving people your information to go get that build that they want right now. This one's not in line, actually. Well, I will 100% follow both your builds and support anyone else building channel. Awesome stuff. Hey, thanks, George. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's been great having you guys in the Discord these last few days and whatnot. Now the real question becomes, can we find a way to use stone railings here on the inside? Monkey said she is back for a few. I think we're actually almost finished here, Monkey. I think we're getting kind of to the end of the build. Looks awesome, Chips. Keep it up. We'll finish watching later. Have to head out. All right, Twisted Fairy. Thanks for stopping in and being here for the stream. I think we're pretty much. I mean, we could probably add a few more things, like, you know, a few more rooms and whatnot. But we've essentially got it set up where you have your downstairs entrances from the sides. Obviously, this can be like your own, you know, some kind of room right here. And then, you know, obviously come in, and then we have this big open area that you can fill out with like dining area, storage, and whatnot, whatever you want to use it for. I know we have a lot of pillars, like I said, but we can definitely work with the pillars and add stuff in to kind of create like seating areas, like maybe like a few benches right here to make like a seating area. We have another big, let's go ahead and we need walls right here to kind of funnel this in. Another big, you know, another decent sized room here at this entrance. And then you come up here. Now, like I said kind of earlier on, if you want, you could just, if you want to make more space out here at the top, you can just fill this area out. So that you have like a big open second floor rather than having this kind of walkway. I just thought the walkway was kind of like a nice touch for like a Viking, almost like a lord's house or something. Like a more like formal longhouse, I guess. And then obviously we have these rooms in here. We could throw some torches on this pillar, some shields and whatnot to make it look a little classy. And then we have this patio out here that also has its own entrance to the top there. So Monkey, I guess you haven't really gotten to see it yet since you just got back. So this is the front of the build. So this is what we got going on the front. And then if we come over, we have like these side entrances over here on the sides. Both sides kind of have this little like patio entrance on each side. And then we have kind of like a walled in or fenced in portion here on the back with a few openings going in. We can always close some of these up if we want, but I kind of like having them open. We can either, you know, use these as like storage, maybe throw a few tames in here or whatnot. And then you could go ahead and like close these up with like a double door frame or something if you want to have tames in there. Let me lighten it up so we can actually see the back. There we go. Michael McDonald said, amazing build, mate. Enjoy the videos. Thank you, Michael. Glad you like it, man. Glad you're liking the videos. Thanks for checking out the stream and being here. I am going to do a few more things just because in the picture that I'm basing this also off of, they have a few more like little cosmetic things going on. So we're just going to throw some, you know, just some cosmetic stuff just to kind of add to the build a little bit. Oops, sorry. Switch to block. We have, I think we need stone pillars. So the one thing they have is kind of like a cauldron fire going, like a little platform with like a cauldron on it. So we could just obviously throw a fire down. And on official settings, you obviously wouldn't be able to like put a vessel on top of this. But you could always, you know, like on unofficial settings, obviously you could just throw a vessel on top, or you could just leave it. It's just a simple little cauldron style thing just to kind of add to the build. And then they also have like a armor or like a sword rack type of thing going. So I was thinking just something as simple as, or we could even, let's just go ahead and try to place it in line with that. Something as simple as just like a fence foundation, and then a stone pillar. Oh, that one placed in line. Stone pillar, wooden pillar, and then just some railings on top of it just to kind of make it look like a weapon rack. Which I guess they Arc 2 or Arc Genesis 2, when it comes out, is going to have that. So we might not actually need this, but for now, you know, just a little bit of like a weapon rack type of thing. Okay, time to head back to work. I'll talk to you later, Chips, and hopefully I'll have some info about Scorched soon. Oh, we are getting some notifications now. Okay, so some of my notifications are working. I guess all of them aren't, but that one is now. That's weird. Oh, we're getting a lot of notifications now. Okay. So I don't know how long this is gonna go. I mean, probably not very long, but we weren't getting any notifications, and it looks like they're all suddenly, or a few of them are starting to come through. So thank you guys. I don't know if you guys were recent or if that was in the past, but if it was recent, thank you guys for subscribing. Good luck with the rest of the build. Thank you, Nettie. And then I think this is just gonna kind of be like a shield, or like, you know, just throw like a shield on the front of this. I want to put like a flag on it too, maybe. But it's basically just gonna be like a totem pole, just to kind of add some more detail, I guess. We can try to do some stuff to throw a flag on too. I don't know. Can you place catwalks on pillars? I don't think you can. Yeah. So we'll just go with that for now. But we'll figure out a way to like actually throw like a flag and stuff on it for decoration and whatnot. I think for the like the whole build. But yeah, I think that does it for the build. We'll go ahead and just kind of do one more tour real quick just to show everybody. So we got our front here. Nice. I got like a balcony area here. Like the main entrance is right here. You have 3 different entrances here on the front that you can go through. And then we kind of have like this wraparound area here on the 2nd floor. A room on each side, obviously. And like I said, you could fill in the 2nd floor if you want to have some more space. And then we have our, 1st floor down here. Again, entrances on the side over here. And a nice big open area. We could do some seating and stuff, kind of turn this into like a, social area or just, some storage and whatnot. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Skylar, was like, obviously use some flags, and I'm not going to go in and like decorate here on the live stream because like You Were Monkey has so obviously pointed out, decorating is her job, but we can, obviously throw like a trophy right here or something, throw some flags up and stuff, make it look more like, make it look more intimidating and whatnot. Could even put trophies on each one if we want to. But yeah, like You Were Monkey has pointed out, I won't go and do a lot of decorating here because that is her job. That's her passion, so I'll let her do that. And then obviously again we have the backside here with the kind of like stables or like storage area here on the back. So yeah, I think that is the build, guys. Oh, wrong time frame. Ooh, let's not go too crazy. So yeah, let's see here. Front port, love the railings on the upper floor. Talking about in the on the inside. Nice work, Chips. Great stream. Thank you, Krabby. I can't tell if that's a middle finger emoji or like a winking emoji or like a thumbs up emoji. And then obviously I'm sure You Were Monkey will make use of these pillars and whatnot to give us some good lighting in here with like torches and all that kind of stuff. I know she's gonna hook it up great. I'm excited to see what she does with this one. Yeah, so that's kind of like my idea for this. This I guess would be like my own. I mean, I'm calling it a longhouse, but because it is a longhouse, but this could maybe be like your kind of like central building, like maybe your like tribe building or whatnot that you would, or even like a tavern type of thing. You could turn those upper side rooms into like, you could probably split that in half, even. So you could have like the downstairs be like the bar. So like the downstairs could be like the bar and like the social area and whatnot, and then you could probably draw like a wall straight down the middle here, and split this in half into 2 separate rooms on each side. So it's kind of like a tavern, and you have like sleep rooms up top. But yeah, I think it's cool. We don't have an entrance down there. We don't have an exit down there. Oh yeah, before we close it out, guys, You Were Monkey is going to be doing the decorating, so give her an idea of what kind of color scheme you think would look good on this, real quick before we close it out. I might snatch you to do ours after You Were Monkey. How long have we been going on the stream? I feel like this song always plays at the end of the stream. I don't know why. Maybe it just sounds like everything else, but I feel like this is a similar song. Go ahead and give You Were Monkey an idea of what you want to see for the paint scheme before we close this thing out. Sorry, You Were Monkey. I'm crossing lines I'm not supposed to here. I don't know if you can place rugs on the stairs like that. Like, that's the picture that I went off of, had a red rug going down the stairs. But he said, I'll paint you later. Yeah, I don't know if she'd be able to place rugs. She could paint the stairs red, probably. I don't know. We'll leave it up to her, though. If you guys don't got any suggestions on the paint, well, you'll let you or Monkey probably paint this thing pink and purple and neon green or something. I might log in inside of a cage or something. But yeah. Oh, you can place the rugs down the stairs. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that would be cool. But I think that is going to do it for the build, guys. If you have not already, make sure you guys check out the description. I have a link to my Discord. I think most people that are left in here are already in my Discord. But for those of you who might not already be or are watching this back, there's a link to my Discord in the description, guys. Make sure join up, and if you guys join up soon enough, you'll be able to get your opinion in. So you or Monkey, go ahead, come in the Discord and give her your opinion on what you want to see for the paint scheme. And kind of give her an idea of what the community might want to go with. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream and this build. Thank you guys all so much for being here today. Thank you guys for those of you who are watching this back later. Pink it is. Yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. I think it's a pretty cool build. I'll work on the tutorial. I might work on a smaller, like, little Viking house first, just to get something out on the channel after the platform build. But I will definitely obviously make a tutorial out of this, and it's going to be super exciting. I'm super looking forward to doing it. For those of you who are subscribed to the channel that are waiting on the ocean platform build, I think you or Monkey is pretty much done with the decorations at this point, so we should be able to get that out pretty soon. So that will be out here in the next few days, I think. But yeah, that is going to do it for this stream, guys. Everybody, thank you so much for being here today. All of you guys who have tuned in. I want to give a big shout out to Jelly, who dropped the donation of the stream. So thank you so much, Jelly, for the donation. I appreciate it. It's awesome. All the support and everything on the channel. Thank all of you guys for all the support. Thank you, George. Thank you for the compliments. That is going to do it for this build, though, guys. That's going to do it for the stream. Again, thank you guys all so much for being here today, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Never did the end stream screen, guys. All right, now I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, we'll see you.